Hello, this is George Senda, the real
Help! It's been one of those days, folks.
Start over, not offensive, you idiot. Oh my God, it don't work well when everything goes absolutely insane all at once. I can only multitask 4 or 5,000 things at a time. Not. Okay, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls. And I thought today was Thursday, and I thought the guy from the scooter place was going to come on Thursday. So I'm working on my YouTube channel, looking at stuff, looking at comments. Thanks to the person who left a lovely comment. Oh, glad I'm better and all that. I am much better from my food poisoning, the bronchitis, and better. But today, something that made it worse. I was gasping for air. I'm sitting here, got the door closed. Little girl comes in later. Hear knocking the door. Who is knocking my door? It's like 1 o'clock or something. The guy was supposed to come at 1:30, but he was supposed to come tomorrow, or so I thought. It comes today. In the meantime, I put my shrimp in the oven and forgot about it. So he comes in, and where are you going to put the scooter? Well, we're going to move that. I've started to take stuff out of the hallway. I called Kathy earlier. Told her the rain will stop tomorrow. She blamed the rain on me. I have the power. Hello, Anthony and Alec from Illinois. Hopefully you don't live in Chicago. Hello, Captain Can't Read. So anyway, he's talking to me, and he's standing outside at first. And I said, "Would come and sit down." I had nowhere else to sit down, but I got clothes in the chair. And I said, "The place is a mess. I got sick last year, and I'm slowly cleaning up, and my body and my back object to it." So he gets me on Zoom with this therapist or something. She's asking me all kinds of questions. And then all of a sudden, the smoke alarm goes off. Fire, fire. And I go, oh, God, shut up. So I hobble down the hallway with my cane, hit the button to put it on hush mode. It's wired in the electricity, so it won't shut up. I hate the damn thing. I want to rip it out of the ceiling and put a bad old stuff. Go back to the 80s to the time machine, put a first alert thing in there. That would shut up. So it starts going, fire, fire. And I go, where the bleep is a fire? There's no fire. And I realize, oh, S word, F word, I forgot my shrimp. So I go to the oven. The shrimp is incinerated. And now I open the oven door, this plume of smoke comes out. I turn on the exhaust fan, run back as fast as I can run, which is not very fast. In the meantime, my knees and my back are saying, what the F are you doing? I go back to bed, at which point I'm panting for air. I use my inhaler. There's my machine behind me, which is the only reason I'm alive right now, because the congestion in my lungs was so bad. I'm gasping for air. I'm coughing up stuff because all the rain makes the pollen go up. And she's got all this on Zoom, which is a good thing, I guess, because they can see the condition I'm in. And I'm trying to keep from going FS, FSO, FSO. God damn it. None of them, and I'm flustered. So they examined me. They had me lift they wanted me because we need a video record for Medicare. Well, if I lift my right knee up, it'll hurt. If I lift my left knee up, it'll hurt. If I lift anything up, it'll hurt, because everything hurts. So he runs down, do you have this, do you have that, do you have bruises on your behind, do you have boils, do you have other things? No. Do you have this, that, and the other? I have hands, feet, fingers, toes go numb, Pfizer vaccine, stabbing pain, 3 crushed discs in my spine, torn rotator cuff here. That may lift this arm, which hurts. That may lift this arm, which hurts. That made this arm hurt. They had me, they didn't have me, oddly, they didn't have me stand. They already saw me stand. Then they had me lift my right knee up, which has a string tied to the sciatic nerve to the spine. That hurt. Then my right knee hurt. Then the guy examined me with a tape measure. Would you get those measurements so I could have a suit made? He didn't laugh. Didn't appreciate my humor. So after all is said and done, hold on. I got a long-winded explanation here. Hold on, I need a sip of coffee because my mouth is out of fluid. By the way, I got these last night. They're horrible. Or the night before. Whenever I went to the store, they have a bitter aftertaste, and with no aperitif, they're really hard to chew. So I'm taking them downstairs. So he says, we're going to get him a tilt scooter. Yeah, he's pretty big. We're going to get him this. Yeah, this. I said, do they have lithium batteries? He said, no. Well, how do I travel on an airplane? I'm going to go back to Pittsburgh. Or do a future alien come without checking the whole wheelchair? And he said, where are you going to put it? Well, we're going to move. Kathy and I are going to strip the rack. Make sure the cats are outside. We know where to put the rack. And he sees Fluffy come in. He sees little girl come in. She loves cats. The lady on the Zoom. Oh, and I show her Fluffy. Oh, he's so cute. So I said, this is going to go in the hallway. The scooter will go there. If we haven't moved it by the time the scooter comes, it will go where the shopping cart is. He measures the area in the shopping cart, the balcony, and he said, well, you got to have a high turning radius. I'm going to have to teach you how to use the thing. I know how to operate a scooter. My mother had one. I was just too damn big for it. So after all this, I'm very flustered. And my brain is, there's a Yiddish word, zermished, which means you're being driven quietly crazy. I'm zermished. And about 2 weeks. So then I'll have to come over. He came all the way from Stockton. I thanked him. He thanked me and said, nice meeting you. And he was very nice, young black gentleman, about maybe 25. So who? Never heard of him. So I have no idea who James, I can't say it. I know where Keith makes Hartman talk. That's on, oh, and my lower back. And I ran twice down, and I'm running to shut that thing off. My lower back is killing me right now, and my back has been hurting from here up to here for about a month now. And Kathy's back. I don't know if that's my kidney stones or my back or my spine, or all the coughing in my lungs. So he said, though, as soon as they approve it, they'll have it. I said, they're going to be crated, or they're going to be, you can bet I'm going to take my iPhone and film it. So it comes, you'll have to train me how to use it. I gave away my bicycle helmet, so I guess I have to get a helmet, which would be a good idea if the thing tips over one day and causes a 9.0 earthquake or a 10.0 earthquake, which scientists say is impossible. George Senda falls in Martinez. Bay Area falls into ocean. Details at 11. So I guess they got them in stock or something. I don't know. But that's why people ask me, what's happening to the scooter? I don't know till they tell me. And I called the other day the San Jose office. The woman said 2, 4, 6, 8 months before it depends on the manufacturer. So I always say this guy has more information than she does. They haven't approved it yet. I don't know what ADL is. I know Anti-Defamation League. So that's, I don't know. No, I don't have cable. I don't watch WrestleMania. I stopped watching WrestleMania with Sergeant Slaughter. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, whatever the hell his name was. And the Iron Sheik and guys like that. We're talking 20, 30 years ago. I lived in Sacramento, so I haven't watched WrestleMania in years. I don't know any of the guys. It's not Hulk Hogan. It's not Roddy Piper. It's not Brutus Beefcake. Anybody new? I don't know. I don't care. You know, you go back far enough to when I was a kid, you had Bruno Sammartino and Bobo Brazil fighting it out in the wrestling. Saw them wrestle live once at a Labor Day picnic, and they literally knocked each other out. Oh, I like Sergeant Slaughter. I like Roddy Piper. I like Brutus Beefcake. But some guys were good, some guys were bad. And then they have one guy, he's good 1 month, and then they switch him to evil. So, I liked the Iron Sheik. I liked Nikolai Volkov. I could do wrestling with bad teeth. Not wrestle, I could do I'd do that better than that Gene Okerlund guy. Be there, So, if I had teeth, I could do wrestling announcements. Live tonight at the arena, it's WWE Wrestling because the World Wildlife Fund took the name away from us, but we were here first. But I talked to Bruce Beefcake at the arena in Sacramento, the Civic Arena, and how long do you practice? How long do you work out every week? And how many days? He said 3 to 4 days a week. So I don't have that ability. I watch. Oh my God! Excuse me. It's another thing. I didn't take my Prilosec today, so it's attacking me. I've already eaten stuff, so I got to wait till tomorrow. I have Pluto TV for free. I have Amazon Prime and YouTube. That's all I can watch. I don't have cable. I don't have any way to get this stuff. It's not approved yet. They just saw me. They just evaluated me. They got to send it into Medicare. And whoever pays for that, I have no idea. They just saw me today. So it's not approved till they send it in. Why would I want to watch it, though? Hold on. Excuse me. Now I'm hiccuping. Now I got burping. I apologize for this. Had problem with reflux since Fuzzy died. All right. Okay, there's my email. So you can send it to my email if you wish. I don't know what it is. I've got to go out and get litter. I've got to go feed Tiny One. I got to go feed Gray. I was too sick to feed Tiny One and Gray for 2 days. Mama Cat and Kitten were at the door this morning at 4 a.m. They got fed. I can't make a decision on guys I've never seen. I'm sorry. Guys I've never heard of. That wouldn't be right. Who will win? The guys that own WWE. They'll win. They'll make big money, I assume. I watched all the WrestleManias back in the day, up to about 6, I think, or 7. I don't remember. Of course, back in the ancient days, we had VHS. That was a tape you stuck into your machine. It was not DVD. It was not Blu-ray. It was not streaming. We didn't have any of that good stuff back in the 70s and 80s. And the first video recorder I ever saw, not broadcast, commercial video, was a Sears video recorder that my friend Chuck Weiss used. He bought it at Sears to record the video. They came on these big 3M tapes, big reels of tape, gigantically thick too, about yay thick, and that was $10,000. So I didn't run, all right? But in an emergency, I've got to shut the alarm off because the maintenance guy saw me later. Was that you with all that fire noise? Yeah, it was me with the shrimp burning. I didn't run. I can't run. I went from the bed to the hallway, which is about 20 feet. And then I came about halfway down the hallway, and it started screaming again. I'm yelling, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. So it's not a matter, for me, that's running. For anybody else, it's, I don't know what you'd call it, but I paid the price. Moving quickly hurts. My knees are throbbing now. That's why I've told the manager, if ever a fire in here, I'm going out the front door whether it's on fire or not. Well, I can't always walk fast. Okay. Give me. Goodbye. Bye, troll. Not going to be criticized. Dusty roads? Of course I remember dusty roads. You know, you jerk, I have 2 fractured kneecaps. I have 3 crushed discs in my spine. I do not move quickly except in an emergency. And it hurts to move fast. I have 2 torn rotator cuffs. This one on the right has been torn 3 times. They didn't operate. This one has been torn. I've had multiple falls. So, you know, if there were an earthquake right now, I'd open the door, pick up the cats, and move them outside. So, yeah, I know dusty roads, and I know the sun. Dusty is gone now, I believe. I like dusty roads. It was another, and I forgot. I used to have a giant. I don't know if it's probably still in the stuff that's the Kathy's. I had a giant Slim Jims mug that was not as big as my Arco mug that would hold, like, I'm exaggerating, 9,000 gallons of soda. And that had, who was that? He had a wife, Elizabeth. I can't remember his name. I'm terrible with names anymore. That guy. So, I clean as much as I can. I was fully intending last weekend to do laundry and pick stuff up, and then my bronchitis started. And then on Monday I ate the can of carrots that with the bent lid and got food poisoning. So, and they saw I can't move. Randy Savage, thank you very much. Fluffy. Oh, great. Wonderful. Fluffy is coughing up a hairball, which sounds horrible. Macho Man, yeah, Macho Man. Fluffy. Oh, God. Fluff. Fluffy. Excuse me. Where did I put the toilet paper? I don't know. I used to blow my nose. Now the toilet paper has disappeared. I love cats, but the grossest thing they do is hairballs. Fluffy. I have no desire to step on a hairball. Excuse me. I got my shoes on. Now, I threw out stuff today. I washed dishes today. What did he throw up on? I'm afraid he threw up my clothes. Got all that, and Lord. No, you're not going out, Fluffy. You went out already. And every time you go out, you start sneezing. Yuck. Give me a moment. I'm going to take everything out of the hallway today and wait till they're both outside and see if I can move the rack by myself. If not, I'll need Kathy's help. Okay. You only did a spot about eat. Okay. Let's see. And it's hard to clean when you can't breathe. So I've had to use this a number of times since Friday and use the air machine, which is very noisy. Warning, noise alert, noise alert. This is the Homedics albuterol device, which puts out steam, which keeps me alive. I had a really bad attack. I had to be hospitalized twice. I've gone in the ambulance about 15 times. When the breathing, I get so congested, the mucus fills my lungs up and I can't breathe. So, don't give me any grief. That's the machine I use to breathe when I get too congested because I'm allergic to grass. The pollen infects my sinuses. The sinuses drain into my lungs. The alveoli get full of fluid, which means it's full of basically water, the equivalent of water anyway, instead of air, and then I start choking to death. So that's why I turned it on, because people wonder why I'm having trouble breathing. And I use 3 different inhalers. I take a pill at night. So I just wanted to show people that's the white box behind me. It's not a Mac Mini. And there's a sale on a 2014 MacBook I may be buying, because my MacBook won't work anymore, my 2009, nor will my iBook, nor will my other MacBook. I want a MacBook to take with me when I go out. When I get the scooter, I can strap the MacBook. Yeah, don't talk about Mennonites, Wii bowling, flap, flap, flap. What are those guys? The other guys. My brain is gone. Amish, hockey. Do not criticize your host. Do not attack your host or his girlfriend or his family members or his cats. So, long-standing members of the channel, or people who watch the channel, know the rules. And, I don't know what else, but don't come in here and monopolize the chat with, crap. So I like the chat, but remember, I have to enjoy this too. And if I don't enjoy it, if I get too much grief, I quit. Which ruins it for everybody else, because I think people enjoy me. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. A check came in today early, and when I see Kathy on Friday, we are going to start. She spent the $800 for the car fund, which annoyed me. And so you owe me $84. Well, great. I'll pay it back. I'll pay you part of it Friday, and then I'm giving you $50 for the car fund a month. And as I pay my bills down, I paid $440 in bills today. That was painful. I've got 2 more credit cards to pay on. I have to go down to Capital One to pay those, and one will be down to $220, and with the next payment, it will go down to $180. I should have that paid off in 4 months. And once that's paid off, I'm not buying anything with it, unless I get some computer device. Got her to put Safeway app on her phone. She wanted to buy 20% ground beef, which would kill me because it's too greasy. And I put Lyft on her phone because she complains she's missed the bus and she's had to walk 3 miles home. So I said, now it's set up to your bank account debit card if you get stranded. And if you don't want to, it's not my paycheck, it's my SSI check. I'm on Social Security income. But, and my income from other sources is slightly going up. So, in any event, I said, now you won't be stranded. You won't have to walk 3 miles home. So I have laundry money to do. I have laundry money to do laundry. I'm going to go and get more money tomorrow, and I got to call the coin dealer. Hopefully, I don't have any interest due this month. So that's it. And remember, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you get content you'll see nowhere else. And I saw something. If I can remember what I saw, because I do this stuff when middle of the night, and I can't remember it. It doesn't help that Kathy called me up last night at 11:30. I'm just nodding off. I hadn't been able to sleep for a whole day and a half because I kept running to the bathroom. And then she wakes me up because she's bored or she misses me or she's lonely, and I love her dearly. But I said, I've been sick. Why are you calling me now? I've told you don't call me after 10 o'clock. You'll keep waking me up. A couple times I woke her up, but I don't know when she goes to sleep either. So then I couldn't sleep all night. I woke up at 10:30 today. Well, I got a late start. I set the alarm for 9, and it was pouring rain out there. Rain will stop tomorrow, and then no rain until Saturday, and then more rain into next week, and then the rain will be over. April, according to the Weather Channel, we're going to get 2 weeks of sun. And it is snowing in the Sierra Mountains. Donner Pass during the night or early morning was getting 2 inches an hour, and the roads are closed. So that's what's happening. You're trying to go to or from Reno, forget about it. Applegate, it'll close at Applegate. You're not going anywhere. All the semis are sitting there again. This is the weirdest winter I've ever seen in the San Francisco Bay Area or California. And my lower back is killing me. Because my body is not meant to run with 3 crushed discs in the base of my spine. And I broke my iPad. The Pfizer vaccine makes my hand, they had me do this, they had me clench, and they wanted to see how strong I am. That's why I used to be the strong man of the circus in a past life. And I forgot what the hell to say. But anyway, I'm not the greatest I could be right now because I'm physically messed up. And unfortunately, having had COVID last year, I forget stuff, and I'm having a lot of dreams about death or dead people. And I'm in the dream. The other night I dreamed my mother was in the dream. We were on Union Street. Our fourplex we used to live in was changed. The second floor was open air with stores. And Thrush was selling old cars as artwork, and Napoleon Solo and Ilya Kuryakin were in the dream, but they were Robert Vaughn and David McCallum. But they were going back and forth as them and then as their characters. And I said to them, what are we going to do? Thrush has got a retail store, I guess, because you wiped out their criminal operations. And they're in my house. Then I woke up. I'm like, well, my mother's dead. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So, yeah, they did. I told them I walk with... that's my knees. They saw me yell and scream when I had to move my knees. And I said, I don't want to lift my knees up because it'll make my knees start hurting. That was before I ran. I walk with 3 canes. I have a cane normally by the bed. I have a cane I leave in the kitchen, and I have the main cane over there. And they said they're not going to worry about my running the cart around in here. I said, I have to have it for outside because it hurts like hell to walk to the bus, and by the time I get home, I've got to pack my kneecaps in flexible ice packs or rigid ice packs that don't work that good because got to put them in a plastic bag, and then they start dripping water all over the bed. And when we moved the rack, those who haven't seen the rack. Oh, back doesn't like that. Well, you can't see the rack. It's behind the giant light. The rack will get moved. Once the rack gets moved, then the bed's going to go that way, and then the scooter will go that way, assuming it's not too long, which I don't know till it gets here. So tonight there's a trash can I can throw out. There's empty litter. I keep hoping I'll get the money to go to Costco and load up in the 42-pound bags of cat litter and dump them into the bins or jugs, and then they can all be stacked up neatly full of cat litter, and I won't have to go get cat litter. I would use Lyft to go get the cat litter. Take Lyft and go take Lyft home. So, not yet. They just saw me today. They said once they get approved, I'll have a scooter in 2 weeks. So, we shall see. I got a thing in the mail from Hover-Round, but that's not big enough. I need a big scooter. So, now they said if approved, I'll get the scooter in 2 weeks. How long Medicare takes to approve it, I don't know. I forgot to ask you because by the time I got done with running, and I use the word in quotes, running down the hallway, I have another problem. My lower back, above my hip, up about halfway up my back. Oh, she asked me, have any bruises on my behind? No, but I have something, a pimple or something on my back that hurts. My lower back has been hurting me for months, so, and it's swollen. Now, I fell last week, sort of fell. I went in the kitchen to put the used cat dishes in the sink. I turned, and I took let me move this camera back so I can see what the hell I'm doing. And I have not done the laundry because I've been sick. I put my left foot down. It never hit the floor, and all of a sudden I went, hit the kitchen counter, all this stuff, the UFO light thing, the thing with all my connectors for charging came down, the flying saucer came down onto the bed. I stood there. I think I may have hit the metal rack with my head or something because one of the racks now won't let the soup out. And I went and sat on the bed and I said the S word, the F word to myself out loud. What the F happened? What the FS happened? What did I do? And I'm taking, I've had an issue. I don't know what my doctor's going to do about that. I'm taking Antivert. Take 1 tablet by mouth 3 times a day as needed for dizziness or nausea because I've been getting dizzy lately, which has caused issues. I've gone down the hall and almost fallen because I get dizzy. And I'm not doing anything to get dizzy, but I have a problem with my left ear. It keeps filling up with fluid and wax. I don't know if it's blocked, but that may be causing the dizziness. So, the little boxes, all my drugs are falling on the floor, and the box with the napkins is almost out of napkins. So, but I got to go to the store to get cat litter today and go feed Tiny. I was going to go and get my mail, but I'll have to do that tomorrow. So, that's what's going on. He measured outside with a shopping cart. He said, where will you put it? I said, well, get the rack in the hallway. I can put it there, or I can leave it outside, put a tarp over it. Once all the rain stops, and I'll have a lock on it so no one's going to steal it. But I'll probably put it in that corner. I just need to move the bed back about, if I have enough room, I can move the bed back a couple of feet so that the mattress doesn't hang over the edge and my feet are freezing at night. Even though I throw the electric blanket over me, the blanket's over me, my feet are ice cold. And I've crushed the lampshade. I'm going to move the lamp up where the milk crate is. I've crushed the lampshade because I kept moving the pillows back. And the other rack that I couldn't assemble, that Patty was supposed to help me and didn't, is still in the box. And I got to pay someone $120 to come here after it stops raining. I think what we'll do, it's not a big tall rack, and it doesn't have, I don't know if it has wheels or not, but it has these clips, and I could not get the clips over them. I will assemble that, film it, and we'll put that in the kitchen. That'll give me more storage space for things I use a lot, like plastic dishes for the cats. That was Kathy's stuff. Wasn't mine. I don't have Odoriferous cards. Odoriferous, it's a strange animal that lives in the swamps and bogs and attacks people and eats sheep and goats. I don't know. Anyway, the odoriferous one. You can cure that. You get one of those pine air fresheners for your car and just wave it around. It drives it off. Those things are nasty smelling. Worse than any card. I don't remember. So, no, the rack is cheaper than $500, but it's got these black clips, and I lost one somewhere. I don't know where it is. That's why I've got a box to mail off, another box to mail off. I haven't done that yet. I got to clean the floor up, and I have to have Kathy here for that. What do you want me to do? You sit here while I crawl around the floor, and then when I'm done, I will scream a lot. I need knee pads, not for what anybody thinks, to put on my knees so they don't hurt so much. So, I don't think so. I have enough medical documentation that I am physically challenged. Not the words. Oh! And they saw me do that on camera with my back. And when I lifted the knee up, I screamed. I lifted the other knee. When he touched my back, he examined my back for curved spine. Kathy has a curved spine. And she has pain. So I don't think they're gonna reject me. And I am trying to get stuff cleaned up in the kitchen. If I get another rack so it can fit in the rack. Oh, that's Kathy's phone number. Top secret information. So I don't think they're going to turn me down. Because there's more than enough, with my surgeon letter, my doctor's letter, x-rays, MRIs, CAT scans, you name it. There's enough evidence that my knees, back, fingers, hands, toes, I'm screwed up. And I even showed them, I showed the cane on camera. This is the big bariatric cane I use. And then the other two, I don't know where they are right now. And I can only clean so much. And then my back or knees say, that's enough. You're done for the day. So, and then I lie down. And then that's it for the end of the evening. You know what? That's not a nice thing to say. I'm gonna put you in a timeout for that because you're being mean now. If it weren't for the fact that the Intex airbed threw me to the floor and I couldn't walk for months because it threw me on my bad knees with screaming pain, and Patty had to take me to the hospital. She's taken me to the hospital several times, and she's mad at both of us because I told her that Kathy can get free glasses instead of Kathy spending $600 for new glasses so she can finally stop pretending to be bad Sherlock Holmes with a magnifying glass. I couldn't walk for months. And I couldn't walk without screaming pain because the cartilage under my right knee and probably under my left knee is broken. So, you know, that court case was rigged from the beginning. They claimed there was no video. When one of their managers saw the video, the assistant manager for County Connection saw the video and told us so. We were in the doorway of County Connection. They wouldn't let us go in. And yeah, hit the thumbs up. And said she saw the video. When I got to court, there is no video. When I got to court, there was no accident. I still have the paperwork that I filed with them for the claim. It's like 20 pages long, with 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 pages describing the accident, the exact location, the time of day, the bus route. Only thing I didn't know was the sex of the bus driver, because he's behind the COVID shield, and it's tinted, and it's 8:45 at night. I can't see what the hell he looked at. I don't think Medicare's rigged. There's a lot of corruption and fraud with Medicare, but I don't think it's rigged against me. If it is, then I'm truly screwed. I'll just have to pay money and donate to Trump and beat Trump. And then when Trump wins in a landslide, remember me, Mr. Trump? I gave you big money. For me, big money. I gave you $25, you know, a couple of times. Then maybe he'll just give me a wheelchair. Here, kid, I found us on the street. It's not Biden's America yet. I'll do everything in my power to make sure it stops being Biden's America, because we got 6% inflation, which is really probably 12%. Housing prices in the Bay Area, Portland, and Seattle are plummeting. And we're probably going to have a very hard recession. Because Biden, aside from not knowing what he's doing in reality, he doesn't know what he's doing economically, he doesn't know what he's doing politically, and his so-called Inflation Reduction Act was actually 3 times what it was supposed to be, according to, I forget, it was Goldman Sachs or the other guys, but that was a lie. So if you want America's economy to completely crash and burn, keep Biden. If you want it to recover, get Trump. And Trump said one-way inflation in an interview with, I think, Sean Hannity, which was on Meet Kevin today, clip of it. He said how we can lower inflation, drill for oil, produce more oil. That will lower inflation, because everything we eat, wear, buy is transported or used in some way with oil. I haven't looked. I saw the stocks was up slightly. I looked at my iPhone. But Trump said, I have got the Keystone Pipeline approved. Biden canceled it. I had a surplus of oil. Biden gave it away, gave it to the Chinese. We're buying oil from Venezuela. We're buying. Saudi Arabia made more money in the past year than they've ever made. And we had a surplus. We were selling oil to the world. Biden comes in, we got an oil deficit. And he stopped leasing. Now, though, there's an auction in the Gulf of Mexico. Biden is auctioning off oil leases after saying he was going to go after big oil. He lies more than Pinocchio. Whether you like Trump or not, we had 2% inflation. We had a good economy before COVID. The only problem that people don't like about Trump, he says he speaks his mind. He tells the truth. They don't like being told the truth. And he doesn't care if he offends somebody. He's not politically correct. He doesn't worry about anybody. Oh, did you hear what he said? He's so mean. And he makes fun of his enemies, because some of them are downright fools. Fluffy, you're not going out. No. I'm busy. So, I would not. I'll tell you one thing I wouldn't be in banking stocks. I'd stay away from anything finance. Me, Kevin says that, and I agree with him. I still think there's going to be more damage. Oh, Trump said he forced Powell to back down. He said Trump likes he says Powell likes high interest rates too much. And he almost fired Powell. And people were saying on one side he was, I gave him $1 he's still sneezing. On the list of things to do in the next 6 months is get him to a vet. But I got to pay my bills off first. And if it weren't for COVID, and I tried emailing the manager at Bank of America, and it said cannot email her. So I got to go down to Bank of America, Walnut Creek, and talk to her. So she's gonna try to get my money back. I don't want the cat out because he sneezes in the cold. Now stop it. Stop criticizing me. All right? Goodbye. Now, hold on. You're not perfect. Wait a minute, I'm confused. What Rexlin? Hold on. What the hell was that noise? Hold on a minute. I only see one brown Rexlin. If there are two Rexlins, I don't know which Rexlin is. Where's the other Rexlin? No, Trump. You can't say it on YouTube because they'll demonetize you. I'll just say not kosher and leave it at that. Where? I only see one. Hold on. Well, I don't know which one was which. You have to tell me these things, people. I'm going up to the top. I see this is Biden. George is on. Why noise? Rules in this chat. 2 weeks. Oof. Bless up for Medicaid. This is Biden's America. My stops went up today. I don't know which one is which. Which comment indicates that, oh, why want Trump? I have no way to tell. But I'll put it this way. On election night, they covered up the windows in Philadelphia. They told people the bathroom on the second floor was flooding. They had to evacuate the polling place where they were counting the ballots. Then suddenly they came back at 3 or 4 in the morning. They pulled ballots under a table. Ballots were found in suitcases. I saw these videos on YouTube. They're gone now. Ballots were found in boxes. Ballots were found in station wagons. Ballots were found on loading docks. And every one of those ballots were marked only for one candidate and one thing only, Joe Biden. Trump was winning at 2 a.m. and was losing in the morning. And I worked the elections in San Francisco for 10 years as an election inspector and watched the counting. I'd stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning, watch them counting the votes every year. Every election, I mean. And you can't have that. It doesn't happen. People vote for mayor, governor, U.S. senator, state senator, U.S. representative, ballot proposition, local, city, state. Well, I don't trust Snopes because Snopes lies. Snopes is a leftist organization. I saw the videos on YouTube that night. Those videos are gone. They've been removed. The Republican poll watchers were not allowed access to the polling place, which a lot of states are allowed to go in there. They wouldn't let them go in there. So all kinds of chicanery went on, not only in Pennsylvania, but Wisconsin and Michigan and other states, and Arizona and Georgia. But they've got this false narrative that nothing went wrong in the election. What they really did, they didn't want to have what happened to Hillary, so they figured a way to change the results. But if you say that on YouTube, you get flagged. Just like if you say anything against the party line on COVID, you get flagged. Now, thank God we have Twitter. No, because their videos from 9/11 have disappeared. Now, I don't know which Rexland this is, but I watch a lot of YouTube. I've watched a lot of YouTube in 12 years. I watched 9/11. I saw a video from Channel 4 New York on 9/11. The helicopter was hovering over the hole created by the supposed jet, when suddenly this black blur goes by the helicopter. Here's the tower. Here's the helicopter. This black blur goes in the hole, and there's a giant explosion. It was not a plane. It was a missile. I watched that live on YouTube. That video is gone. Twitter. Remember, we have proof that Twitter lied and worked with the government to block people, to cancel people, to throw people off, including President Trump. And I'm sure YouTube does the same thing. We just don't have anybody. We don't have a hero like Elon Musk to go buy YouTube and get rid of the leftist orientation, because the founders of YouTube are all leftists. The people that work at YouTube are primarily leftist. They don't want anything middle of the road or anything that contradicts what they consider the truth. The truth is out there, but we're not allowed to see it. You can not believe me all you want, but I don't lie about what I view. Just like the plane that hit the Pentagon. When that plane hit, where were the bodies? And there were two videos, one taken at a 7-Eleven, one taken at a hotel directly across the Pentagon. Those videos were confiscated by the FBI. Here we are 22 years later, those videos have never been released. But some claim a plane didn't hit it, some claim a missile hit the Pentagon. All right, you're gone. Goodbye. I didn't say YouTube. Bye-bye. I believe YouTube was started in, I've been on YouTube for 12 years, so you tell me, 12 and 23. Computer, what is 23 minus 12?
23 minus 12 is 11.
11 years, so 2023, 10 years be 2013. Gee, guess what? It's 2013 or 20, no, I started in 2011, in December, September 1st. Computer, what year did YouTube start?
YouTube was founded on February 1st, 2005 by Chapman.
2005, so Rexland is full of crap. Rexland's a liar, not me. 2005 YouTube started. Yeah, I do, April 28th. I started December something, 2011. 9/11 happened in September. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye, troll. I eat 1 or 2 candy bars a month. That's it. I don't eat potato chips. I don't eat pretzels. I don't eat other things anymore. I'm trying to eat healthier with these peaches that I can't. I got a box of raisins. I've been munching on those. I do eat the salsa and the chips. I got something to munch on, and I do have popcorn. But I also have mandarin oranges here. I got oranges in the bag. I gotta see if them are still good anymore. Don't give me any crap about what I eat. And what false use of preventional information am I doing? First of all, it's none of your business. It's none of your business what I eat. I haven't talked to George Norrie. I have his personal private mailing address. I gotta write him a letter. But that's another animal when I have the time. My God, I get criticized for everything I do in this channel. And I can't use the word I want to use begins with F. It's none of your damn business what I do. Two books I gotta finish. One on the Nessie-like creature and one on Rendlesham Forest, and then the book on the iPad. I have people who have told me they've never seen the level of attacks that I get on YouTube. Undeserved attacks. I'm not doing anything wrong in my personal life. And the credit cards I'm using are mine. They're not Kathy's. You could shut the hell about that one too. What is this? Oh, okay. I now have an email for Kathy. I got to send that in. I'm sick and tired of this. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't remember certain things. Come 70 years, I'll be 71 next month. And one thing, when you have COVID, it screws up your memory. You get old, you forget stuff. I get up to go to the kitchen or the bathroom or the bedroom, and I forget what the hell I did. Why did I get up? But years ago, my mother and I went to Lake Tahoe in Reno. We saw Mickey Rooney in Lake Tahoe. It was non-pressed. And we saw Bill Cosby long before he got into trouble. And well, I got to talk to my doctor because she said now I don't have to have the colonoscopy for 3 years. The problem is I couldn't get a hold of Kathy. The reason I couldn't get a hold of Kathy is her phone died. So anyway, Cosby said he would get up out of the living room, he would go in the kitchen, and he forgot why he went in the kitchen. And he was only like 40 then, so it's not just me. You get old, you start to forget stuff. But I had the precancerous growth 3 or 4 years ago. By the way, I looked in my YouTube channel. It's been 4 years. I had one done. They didn't do it right. They didn't give me enough stuff, and the camera got stuck because they didn't clean me out right. That was in Sacramento. So I have no idea. I've written George Norrie an email, but the problem is he gets influenced by Tom. I've written Tom an email. I've got no answer. And I don't know if it's really George. Someone pointed out to me that video could be spliced. I talked to people at UFOCon. Someone said that they can do things with editing. They could take voice and fake the voice. Well, I don't know if that's really George or not. Well, hell, you know, we're all so old. I gave the whole detail of my life to people because I wanted to let Lori and Fenton know, and the people there, and Dave Scott was there, and I did a video with them. They give you this horrible stuff to drink, and it cleans out your colon. But the stuff they gave me back then was not the stuff to drink. It was an enema, and they told me the wrong instructions. So, no, 2001 is, wait a minute, 9/11 was, I thought 9, oh boy. Anyway, so, okay, there wasn't YouTube back then, but I still No, that had to be YouTube. I saw the videos on YouTube. Hold on. Remember, the videos are on YouTube. So there has to be videos of 9/11 because they're on YouTube. I don't know where they came from. Well, I do know they had live CNN. They had live. All right. 9/11. All right. 9/11 as it happened 1 year ago. Inside the Twin Towers and plane hits. Gabriel Ali 11 years ago. Now, 23, 13, 12. 2012. 50 views of plane act a year ago. Let's see. Year ago. Let's see. 6 years ago. Time Magazine, The Falling Man. CBS News 11 years ago. So 9/11, 2001, but I watched them on YouTube. It didn't mean I watched them in 2001. I woke up that day. Okay. Goodbye, troll. Goodbye, hateful troll. Now, if I can continue without being interrupted. I've watched the videos on YouTube, but on that day, I woke up, 2001. I lived in my apartment on Detroit Avenue. I had gone to bed. I woke up at something like 8:30 or 8:40 a.m. and I'm not as attuned as my mother was. She was very, very psychic. She knew when everybody was sick in the family, everybody was dying, when things weren't right. Here's one, 9/11 National Geographic, 13 years ago. It's out there, but I saw the coverage live. That day live. And I don't know where I could find it right now. Hurricane Katrina, what the hell was that doing there? Anyway, I watched it live on television. I woke up. I said, something is horribly wrong. I can feel it. I turned on the TV, and they're talking about the first plane hitting the Twin Towers. And you can imagine what I said. And I was not awake yet because I'd been up all night. And I went, oh my God. And from then on, I was wide awake. And the second time it happened is I woke up about 2:30, I think, in the afternoon, 2:45, and the Challenger, I turn on, something's wrong, better turn on the TV, the Challenger blows up. I saw those two events live as it happened, not on YouTube, but I've watched videos on YouTube since. And the one was Channel 4 New York. Their helicopter was hovering over the hole that was low down on the building, not near the bottom, and the hole is smoking. Whatever went in there was already starting, and then this black shape goes in, boom, and a big explosion and fire comes out. Wasn't a plane, it looked like a missile. That video is gone. As for the Tennessee shooting, if you're talking about the transsexual guy, I haven't watched. I see stuff on Gmail. I haven't watched anything yet. So, well, you know what? My time was 8:30 to 8:45. So I sensed something was wrong. Now, at 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, I think New York is computer. If it's 5 o'clock here, what time is it in New York City?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Computer, what time is it now in New York City?
In New York, it's 7:43 p.m.
7:43 p.m. which makes no sense to me because it's 4, 5, 6, it's 3 hours different. But the point is, I was watching it where I am when it was happening live. Because I was switching channels, and I was switching channels in my television back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I never moved from that bed, my bed. The TV was next to my bed. Okay, quit. Goodbye. I just blocked you anyway, I think. Quit attacking me. If I say it's live at 8:30 West Coast time, it's live. It may have happened 3 hours differently, but they were showing it live on the air. Time difference or not, we've been doing live broadcasts. I used to watch Edward R. Murrow doing a live broadcast from California. When we lived in Pittsburgh and Washington, D.C., it was still live. It was done by cable or something in the 50s. God damn, anyway. 8:30 California time is 11:30 New York time, but that they were showing, I remember watching, I flicked to it today, and every good morning, they had Al Roker, I think, standing outside with a crowd talking about the weather. Before 9/11, before the attack happened. He's standing on the street with people cheering, and he's talking about the weather in New York, and here's the weather. And suddenly they cut to a plane is hit this thing, and then CNN, ABC, and every news network. We didn't have all these other networks then. I'm yelling because I'm mad. I'm sick and tired of people attacking me when I say what happened on 9/11 when I'm in my apartment in California. You think I got a clock that says New York on my wall? Come on, people. But the videos they were showing said live from New York. Doesn't matter to me what time it's in New York. It was saying live. The first plane hits, then so many minutes later, an hour, whenever it was, 10 o'clock in the morning, the second plane hits. And then shockingly, the first tower collapses in the second. I'm making this stuff up. Give me a break. The heavy neck that came in once, I get blocked, and he comes back in again. These trolls figure out a way to get around the blocking. It's like the Kennedy assassination. I was in my military school in Maryland and almost got killed. We were doing a maneuver because we were doing a parade the next day, the week before, for Thanksgiving. I'm walking between all the M1s. Cadets are lined up, and the trick is you throw the M1 to the guy across from you, and somebody walks the gauntlet underneath. They're flying through the air, and everybody dropped them because they came over and announced from the parade ground John F. Kennedy had been killed. They came and evaluated me, and if they Medicare approved it, I'll have my scooter in 2 weeks. Right now, it's 6:45 or 6:45 in New York. It's 6:45 now. 3 hours different, 6:45. I don't give a damn what time it is in New York. If I'm watching something live and they say it's coming from New York, as far as I'm concerned, it's live where I'm at too, because it's coming live from the feed. How many times have we watched hurricane videos, tornadoes, floods, disasters, rioting, all that stuff? We'll switch, or even snow in the Sierras. We're switching the person live. Absolute nonsense to be criticized when I watch a video, for God's sake. Not a video, when I watch a live news broadcast. Give me a ration of crap over it. And then they say YouTube didn't exist then. I've watched the videos on YouTube. They're gone now. I'll give you another example. A few months, last year sometime, I got a notice from YouTube that one of my videos has been flagged as hate speech. No, I'm angry because people are calling me, implying that I'm lying or I don't know what I'm talking about. I did a video, Trump was right on 9/11. Video is still up. YouTube tried to take it down. And I complained. I said, if you watch the video, there is evidence that he was absolutely right. Because he said he saw cheering Muslims on 9/11. Now, I watched the video where not only people in New York and the area were cheering that the buildings got taken down, but school kids in the New York City schools were cheering. People were cheering in Gaza, people were cheering in Pakistan, people were cheering in Afghanistan and elsewhere. Those videos are gone. And he said he saw them in New Jersey cheering, in Paterson, New Jersey, and I don't remember the other city right now. They were arrested for disturbing the peace and one other charge. And 2 weeks later, a story appeared in the Washington Post, and I found it. Muslims arrested for cheering and disturbing the peace on 9/11, for cheering the attacks. In the Washington Post, and that's not a conservative organization. Goodbye, troll. It's not overloaded, so knock it off, because those power strips are turned off once I do the video. Most of them were charging my iPhone and my Android phone. So, and they always come up with this crap that there's going to be a fire. There's no fire. There's only a fire, but forget to turn the oven on. And that's not a fire, just everything burns. Sorry. I have a temper and I put up with so much crap. Now, I have all these plugs in there. But there are plugs for that and that and that. When the video stops, there's no power being drawn. And it's used to power my Android phone and my iPhone, which don't draw that. Oh, sorry, Fluffy. Much power to begin with. They draw so many watts and so many amps. But I'm sick and tired of people criticizing everything I talk about as if I don't know what the hell. I forget stuff, but I know what I'm talking about. When I see something happened, it happened. I don't make it up. I don't lie. And I will admit if I'm wrong. But you do this for 12 years, you get sick and tired of trolls coming on. Your pile of stuff. You know, I got sick last week because all the rain had stirred up the pollen, my lungs flew, and I had bronchitis. And then I got food poisoning from opening up a can where the rim of the can was bent. And I put it in my chicken soup and spent the next 3 days running to the bathroom. Monday at 3 o'clock in the morning, I spent Monday, Tuesday, and sick. I'm finally over it, thank God. And frankly, I thought I was having COVID again, because that's one of the... But this video I saw, Channel 4 News, New York City, had a helicopter hovering They were to the right of the smoking hole in one of the towers. I don't remember. I think it was the first tower. There was no flames coming out, just smoke. And suddenly this shape runs in front of it. It looked just like a black missile. Went in there and said, big explosion, big flames, no plane. It was not United or American or Delta or whatever. I think those were United and American planes that day. American Airlines. The video was gone. I had that bookmarked on my computer, but it's dead now. And apparently there's a way to download YouTube videos, but I don't know how to do it. Because every time I do a video, one problem I have in my former Macs that are in the bedroom that need to be repaired and brought back to life, I already said to my neighbor, I'll give you one when I get them fixed. They save everything that I post to YouTube on my hard drive somewhere. And Apple Care took 4 hours when on the phone to figure out where they were so I could remove them because my hard drive was filling up. The same goes to my iPad. If I do videos on my iPad or take photographs, it starts filling up the memory. I don't know. All I know is some cops are heroes. They shot the person. I didn't even know the event happened. I saw my email. Shooting in Tennessee. Because when you're sick, you're not worrying about news. I would watch a video. Damn, I got a lot of popcorn down here. I'd watch a video and then try to go back to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep because I would go to the bathroom, get halfway down, wouldn't even get out of the bathroom and have to go back on the toilet because it was horrible. So Sandy Hook, I don't remember Sandy Hook except that it happened. You know, it happened to Alex Jones. He claimed he never said that. He got sued for millions, billions. I don't think they'll never collect. He declared personal bankruptcy. And I don't believe in all these false, I've never believed in all these false flags. Any event happens. A moose bit a guy, it's a false flag. Excuse me, I never said it was a false flag, so don't lie. Time out time. I didn't remember when Sandy Hook was. It wasn't on my radar back then. I've done numerous videos on terrorism, attacks, shootings. God, they had to dredge up the past. I'm surprised you don't blame me for the disappearance of Amelia Earhart and complain about that. And Casper Hauser, Judge Crater, the Mayans, the people at Easter Island, you name it, they'll criticize me for it. I'm sick and tired of that BS. I've done hurricane videos, tornado videos. What never stops. I'm sick and tired of it. That's why I'm so mad. I don't know. I was sick all week. I was sick from Friday till last night. I was finally able to eat something without it out of attacking me. So God. You know, I'm subscribed to about, I'd have to guess, 200 channels. And not once in any of these channels do I see the hatred. Boyd's Christmas haircut? I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. And coming in with a head of confused senior, that must be referring to me. I'm not going to allow that either. Bye-bye. Just like when they come in with racist handles or thinly veiled sexual names as their channel handle, I'm not going to allow that. There. I don't deserve to be attacked by anyone on this channel or any other channel. I'm doing nothing wrong in my life, just trying to survive. I thank God I didn't die from COVID, which is another reason why this place is such a mess, because I was too damn sick then. I just got over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days of being sick. Thank you, Polly, or Papa. Go attack somebody else. But I can't look up the numbers. I know it's got to be a couple hundred people, including Mr. Beast, Arms Family Homestead, Action Kid, Jacob's Life in Las Vegas, Bror Frederick, and people I've subscribed to because they comment nicely my channel, and it's a nice gesture. I subscribed them to give them an extra subscription so they can hit 2,000 and be monetized. But God, what am I doing to anybody out there? Nothing. If I say I forget stuff, I forget stuff. Get over it. Get off my back. This is why I hate doing live videos, because I don't get this crap. When I do a regular video, I look at my comments. There's not one comment when I do a regular non-live video. All this hate comes in chat. I've broken down crying in the past. I used to do 6-hour chats. I can't do that anymore. Physically. I can't sit in a chair for 6 hours. So, you don't come in and attack me about how I live, my apartment, or whatever. You listen to the video, you watch it, you don't make criticism. I don't have an attendant. The county gave me the attendant who flaked on me and disappeared. And they only give me 18 and a half hours. Now with my new thing, I've got a scooter. Maybe can try again. I can get a letter from my doctor and start the whole circus all over again. And it took 3 years to get my attendant. He took me to Walmart once and drove me around to Concord. I had to do something. I did a video on that in the pouring rain of a major storm. And then I saw him at Walmart one day. He disappeared. His phone didn't work. I lost my phone, and I decided to do it for a living. Now, his sister works as an attendant for someone in this building. And his sister and the mother came from Roswell. Mother's gone now. Sorry to say, I never met her. Would like to talk to her because she was in Roswell when the UFO crashed. But I never did find out what apartment she was in. I talked to her. So, you don't come in and attack me and then go happier times either, Polly. You don't do this when you go to someone's house and attack them. Why do you feel you have the right to do it here or criticize them? You don't have any right to criticize me for anything. And I got a lot of friends online that write me, I'm glad you're all right. I'm glad you're not sick. So. All right. I've been on here now for about an hour and a half. I must go and go feed Tiny One and Gray and Mama Cat and Kitten, and I hope it's not pouring rain and both my cats are in. So I'm going to go, and one of the things that does bother me, I never get super chatting people who claim they can't afford it, and yet I can afford donate to people, send boxes and everything else. So that's it for this one. I want to work in the hallway tonight, work on this area, and do the best I can. when I had to race down the hallway, and I used the word in large quotes, to shut off the alarm twice, that made my back hurt like hell. And also last week, and I fell, I twisted my body. You always ask me that. Why should I be alive when I'm getting a rash of crap? I don't want to be alive again when I come back. I want to work on getting the hallway cleared out so I can put the rack in there. So I can have a place for the scooter when it comes. I don't want to come back and be abused again. Nobody in their right mind would have, I'll come back and a bunch of A-words can come in and harass me and abuse me and make rude and nasty comments about me and accuse me of financial fraud. Sure, I'll come right back. And then people come on, why are you raising your voice, George? Because I'm pissed off, that's why. Because people I'd never even heard of would attack me. Tell me, Polly, do I go attack you or Papa or Drop Snoot or anybody else in here? Unless they're being what I consider mean or rude or acting like a troll. No, I don't attack people I don't know. That isn't right. But I'm not going to let you come here and give me grief. Make me so mad my blood pressure goes up. So no, I will not be back after feeding the cats. I got things to do. If my body will let me do it. I don't know yet. I got to go feed the cats, come back. I wanted to go to the store today and get cat litter if it's not pouring rain. I have to get cat litter. And I can't do it if it's pouring rain because I get drowned. And then I start coughing and sneezing again. I woke up Friday coughing and sneezing. My nose was draining like crazy, even though I had treated it with salt water. They always say, will you be alive feeding the cat? No, I don't want to be alive. I don't want to come back. If I have a nice video, I've come back. But if I have a bunch of jerks coming in and give me a bunch of crap, I'm not going to come back because I'm not in a good mood. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Stay dry, stay safe. Enjoy your evening.